never on an enemy. And I done sacrificed my own time, I done sacrificed my own mind, I done sacrificed the club life.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Rams are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Packers, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Los Angeles Rams. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. His way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go!
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
After the run, Luck on a throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now Love. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Lynch. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go now. Boom, landed!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And the D looking like they may blitz. Play action. It's Lynch. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Gone! Here we go now. Boom, landed! Leopard!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Washington. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing. And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage? That's changed. That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain. They run it with McKinnon. Able to slither by. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Right on the 30-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for. Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early. And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go now. 3-19. Good. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, here's Lynch. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Tyler Boyd, 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back out of that belly. Here we go. Good, good. Good, good. Here we go now. Boom. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Love. And hauled in by Pitta. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. 1, 9, 5.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
Good. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Willie Snead. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! One, behind!
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on, let's go!
McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll fake it. Now Love. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. To throw is Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Now McKenna. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2nd down following the run. Now it's Lynch. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriots.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw again is Lynch. Snead's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Here again is McKinnon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jerick McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And now here's a carry heading left. Spinning past him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Hyde. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nigel Bradham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they try the right side here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Some space here. He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jerick McKinnon, 94 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a handoff looking right. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Let's go! Blue 90!
From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Back 99 Philly! No, check! Patriot! All right, here we go. Leopard!
4th down. Here's Lynch. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.